the initial was the initial pain was really bad. And I finally got up at 6 in the morning and said, okay, what am I going to do? It's Saturday. Can I, I can't go to my primary. So it's either the ER or the, whoops, where'd you go? There we go. Whatever. So I finally went to the ER and I've been to my primary. They've done all sorts of tests. And so far, nobody has figured out exactly what's going on.
Let's hope they figure it out.
I hope so.
Hey, I need one more person to sign vouchers.
Well, that's what I was just talking about, that I would come down and do it, but I'm trying to stay off my foot as much as I can.
I can do it tomorrow.
Oh, lady, that'd be great.
Probably be early afternoon.
Wonderful.
And I'll have to write myself a note so I remember.
Right now.
I am. I'm writing it right now.
But it just plain hurts whether I walk on it or don't walk on it or what I do.
Oh.
Your foot. It's your foot.
Yeah. Yeah. Her foot.
I don't know there's nothing that I recall happening to it. So.
Yes. Is it the bottom of it?
It's actually the whole top part of it, it's the whole foot, and it goes up into my ankle.
Great.
The pain. I don't know exactly what it is, but come on in.
I forgot to send my friend a link that said she would join us.
Shoot.
Okay, I have a guest joining us tonight. She's interested in possibly being considered for the board, and I said, well, why don't you come up to a board meeting and see what it's like. Cool. So she's here. Her name is Crystal Chambers, minor. Whoops. Forgot the married name. Oh my God. We've known each other since we were teenagers, can you tell?
Great. Time is it?
6:28.
It's getting close.
Yep, we got a couple of minutes.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Peter.
Hello. All right, we only need one more.
Has anybody looked out the window in the past half hour?
No, why? What's it doing?
It's just totally black where I live. You just can't see a thing.
Oh, it's dark. Yeah, but I thought maybe it was snowing or raining or something.
No, it's just dark. For some reason, it must be this time of year.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see, who do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean,
Who's the fifth?
Oh, me, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We only have 4 board members.
We have 4. Yeah.
Yes.
Connie's here.
Diane's on there.
I see 7.
Oh, then we have 5. Yay. Wait,
I see 7.
We're doing okay.
And Peter, I have a guest that's joined me tonight because she's interested in possibly joining the board, maybe.
Is she there with you?
She's right here with me, yes.
Okay, can we see her?
I don't know. I can't tell what you can see because for some reason.
See. Hello.
Hello. Hello. This is Crystal Minor.
Hello, Crystal.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, what happened to my video?
Well,
I'm trying
Jeff
to
on?
figure out how we can get more. Must be because somehow when she added the, I'm just not sure.
Marty, yes, I'm here.
Yay.
Yeah.
You don't, you're off the hook.
I was going to volunteer if you weren't.
Nope, I'm here.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, it's 6:30. You want to get going?
Yep.
yes.
There we
Okay,
go.
hello, everybody. There's only one public person. You have anything you want to say? Person that's visiting,
Introduce
Elizabeth.
yourself.
Crystal, I think Peter's talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Anything you want to share? You're from a public comment period. You have anything you want to share?
Oh, I do not. I actually am not sure. So thank you for asking.
Okay, any agenda items? Any additional agenda items? Okay. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
It's Marty. I'll move we adopt the agenda.
I'll second Valerie.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Let's see. The November 18th minutes.
Well, wait, do we have the number of bodies we need to approve those?
I think you do.
We have Diane. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
We should.
I wasn't there, so.
So Peter was the only one not here, and there are 7 of us present. So
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll move we adopt the minutes of the November 18, 2021 meeting as presented.
There's a second?
I'll second it, Valerie.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I abstain. I wasn't there. Okay, let's see. Is there a motion to pay the bills?
Lance makes a motion to pay the bills. Now, this is Elizabeth. I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
And this is Marty. I'll second.
Who's barking?
I just realized Crystal was here.
You can put it on mute in between.
Yeah, you can mute it, Elizabeth.
Is there any questions about the bill or the bills?
Well, was there anything out of the ordinary in the bills?
We finally paid the retainage on the HVAC. I forgot about that. So that we had to pay. So it was like $6,000. And then that's what I'm waiting for from the state, and around the same amount. So.
But it's nothing additional, right?
No, it was just like the last 10%, you know, they hang on to it, or the bill, they bill you. And I signed a substantial completion document, so. And Kristen signed the check and she said, well, at least it's warm in here.
Okay, any other questions about the payment of the bills?
No, but
Okay, so is there a vote? Let's vote on the payment of the bill. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, abstentions? All right, let's move on. Angela, your report.
Let's see. So the new DVR was installed, and one more camera. So we have one more view out by my office. And that was actually another bill from Covert. That was $1,800. And when I wrote this last week, we're still waiting for the last 4 chairs from the upholsterer, but we got them. And we mailed out the last check from the friends, and they all look really sharp. So when you stop by, you'll see them. So I wanted to get matching coffee tables, to finish the whole redecoration, or whatever you want to call it, the re-situation of that area by the reference in the magazines. Elizabeth, you could turn your volume off. You can mute it. Do you see it there?
No, I can't find it.
Down at the bottom. On the left-hand side should be.
Hello?
Oh,
I'm
there
now
it is.
on.
There she is. Okay.
I don't know
Awesome.
what's happening, but I can't hear anything. So I'm listening on the phone now because
Oh,
you
brother.
couldn't hear me. Yeah, really. I'm all set.
Okay. So anyways, I really want to get these really nice coffee tables, and a lady just donated $4,300 yesterday. And I'm like, well, we can get new coffee tables. Do you think I can get new coffee tables right now?
Of course not.
So they'll happen when they happen. The really good ones that I really like, of course, are out of stock. So we'll see. But after that, that area is finally done, and people have been complimenting it. So they're happy about it. I just got to get those tables in there and to finish it.
Nice.
The table that we have it's just looking really sorry now that we have new upholstery. So, any questions about that? Okay, so I got a quote to change the 8 windows out. I want to say it's the east side of the building. Northeast. I don't know. It's the side that gets the most weather, over by the parsonage next door. Okay.
That's south.
South, yeah. So another window fell out. It fell out, and this time it didn't just land on the ledge and balance there. It crashed on the ground. So
Wow.
yeah. So we got a quote to fix everything. To replace all the windows and re-glaze them. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Not changing to new windows, even though the guy was just dying to sell us new windows. And I'm just like, well, we could go through that with the historic commission, and it would probably be good for the building, but I don't know if it's worth even trying. So they'd have to match they'd have to look exactly the same, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, he gave us a quote. He's from Geneva Glass Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's $16,000 for 8 windows.
Seems like a lot to me.
Yeah. So, and then Marbles hasn't come by. I'm having a hard time getting them to even do the stuff that they said they're going to do. That quote is only $1,800 to do the windows in the meeting room. And then I wanted them to come and give us a quote on the rest of the windows. So I have it in my notebook to keep bothering them at intervals to try and get them to come back over. And I told them to put us on our schedule to do that job, but who knows when they'll get to it. But I've been talking to other people. It's hard for people to get more than 2 quotes on things right now. But I figure we have time until another window falls out of the building. So I'm working on it.
Thanks.
We have another person who's been out on quarantine. She's supposed to come back next week. In the meantime, I realized that she wasn't doing her job very well because I think she's having problems in her life. So I'm switching around some staff. So when she comes back, we'll be up and running. In the meantime, we scrambled a bit, but we got a lot of stuff done to catch up. So that's happening. So that's been taking up a lot of my brain and time. And of course, the books are still coming slowly because of the shipping delays, the supply line problems. So feels like a lot more is going on than that, but it's mostly just trying to get ahead of stuff that wasn't getting taken care of. So, yeah, that's everything I got.
Anybody have any other questions for Angela? Thanks, Angela. Okay, standing committee reports, Finance Committee.
They didn't meet.
They didn't meet. Okay, Policy Review Committee.
They didn't meet.
The Building Committee.
No.
The Nominating Committee didn't meet. Personnel Committee.
No.
Okay, Old Business. Go back to the Nominating Committee. I'd like to see if we can maybe meet in January sometime. If we can set something up. Okay?
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna see, I'll work something out after the holidays. Okay, Old Business. Outside trim painting and glass pane replacement. You talked about that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the 2022-2023 Finance Committee proposed budget.
We need a.
Actually, I think we met and we went through things that had changed, and I think we were okay with that.
Yeah. You guys have had it for the month, so we just need to approve it.
So this is Marty. I would make a motion that we adopt the 2022-2023 Finance Committee proposed budget as our final budget.
I second that, Diane. Diane seconded.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Abstentions? Okay, great. New business. Lauren Williams is going to get a raise, right?
Yeah, we're going to give her a little raise because she's totally taking over all the aspects of the customer service supervisor job. She'd been sharing it with Erica, and Erica has completely trained her. And so with the new year, I wanted to give her a little raise.
We got to vote on that, right?
Adopt that.
So what's the proposed raise? Because I think we have to vote on whatever.
Oh, okay, $2 an hour. So.
What will that mean she makes an hour?
20, and she's been here a year.
Any more discussion?
Well, then I'll move that we pay Lauren Williams an additional $2 an hour beginning 1/3/2022.
There's a second?
Second that, Valerie.
Any more discussion?
Is the raise in the budget?
It's fine. Yeah. We have a lot of leeway in that's where we keep the leeway in the personnel to take care of issues. Oh, you know what else? And we're hiring somebody new.
Ooh.
Her name is Jessie Jameson. I don't know. It's Jessie with a J. And she's a teacher in Bath, and she lives in Penn Yan, and she's gonna clerk in the evenings for us. And our last clerk that left us was Jamie, and she worked at Penn Yan schools. So we're getting another Jamie teacher.
Nice.
So I'll have you guys approve her in January.
We didn't vote on the.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we need to vote on the
Lauren.
increase in
Right.
salary there.
Got
All
it.
in favor of a $2 increase?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstentions? Okay, the next item on the agenda is a resolution to approve 2021-990 form and 2021 AUD form.
Those are those big, one's the state and then the other one's the IRS nonprofit form.
Is that what the man went over last time? In our last meeting?
He went over just the audit review, but the auditor fills out these two forms for us.
Okay.
I move that we approve those or submit them, whatever you wanted it to say.
A second?
This is Marty, I'll second.
Any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Oh, before we adjourn, which is the next item.
This
just
is the
want to wish
shortest
everybody.
meeting ever.
What?
This is the shortest meeting ever.
Well, we could be long if we want.
Well, we should probably talk about our next meeting and how it's going to be held.
Oh yeah, I don't know yet. We'll have to find out.
Right.
I have a feeling it'll be on Zoom.
I do too. I can't imagine she's not going to extend the remote public meetings, given what the Omicron numbers are going to look like after Christmas.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, we were just watching the news and it's a problem tonight for Rochester, so.
Right, Cornell closed down.
I know.
Yeah.
That was spooky. They said it's close to 1,000 students that tested.
A lot of students.
Yeah.
So
I think it's right now, what's going on, it's probably in our best interest to
we can.
use a Zoom.
We have to have
well, except Peter, we can only do it by Zoom if the governor extends the Zoom, because if he doesn't extend the Zoom option, we're stuck being in person. But I would say as long as she extends the Zoom, which I expect she will, I think we should plan on meeting by Zoom.
I agree.
Okay.
What do other people think?
I'm good with that too. I did have a question now that you mentioned that though. Do we have plenty of masks for people who walk in the library right now, Angela? Because the other day there weren't many.
Oh, they probably just had to bring out a box. But yeah, we're supposed to keep like 5,000 masks on hand. We have a 500. I don't know. We keep them on hand. But yeah, they wanted you to keep some crazy amount of masks on hand, which was, we do pretty good. Because we don't have to put them out for people and we do. So I don't argue
today
with
you have to do it. I think today with the new mandates, we have to have a mask for them or they shouldn't come in.
Oh, I don't know if we have to provide it, but they have to wear a mask, but I don't argue with people who aren't, because I don't want to get into that. So if a staff person wants to argue with them, I'll back them up.
The new mandate does say they either have to prove that they've been vaccinated or wear a mask, period.
Yeah, so we give out the masks. If they wear them around their chin, I can't. I'm not going to argue with a homeless guy unless the staff wants to, then we'll argue, but they don't. So, or if somebody's uncomfortable and upset about it, then we'll address it. But so far it's been going really well. The only person a lot of people push them down. They do. So
below their noses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh,
before we go, I just want to ask everybody quickly, is everybody having a nice holiday preparation or a visit or visiting family?
Not at my house. Not at my house, we're not. I'm going to meet at the highway interchange and trade off a gift for them, and we are not going. We can't afford that exposure. Well, doing that very early on Saturday of this week.
And I don't think my 91-year-old and 92-year-old parents want to see me because they don't want.
I think that's probably true.
Yep.
Zoom on Christmas.
No, just to wave. Do they have a way to see you on the computer?
They're not very tech savvy.
Oh, well, weird.
That happens when we get this age. Yeah, we're going to visit our daughter, our son and daughter-in-law and grandchildren. They invited us to their house in Owego, and but nobody, and if no one invited us, we were just going to stay home. We weren't going to invite anybody. So,
well, everyone have a good holiday and stay safe.
Yes.
You too. Thank you. And is there a motion to adjourn?
Oh, this is Marty. I'll move to adjourn.
You're already on there.
All in favor?
Thanks, Deb.
Sorry, who was the second? I was talking. Val, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
Bye, all.
Okay, have a good holiday.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Elizabeth, before you go, I'm sorry. Can you tell me the name of your guest again?
Crystal.
Crystal Minor, M-I-N-O-R.
Yes. Hello, Crystal. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. I'll put that
Thank you.
on there. Yes.
Angela, will you stay on? Will
Yeah.
you stay on? I want to talk to you.
Okay.
And Peter, I just have a quick question for you too.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's Crystal.
No, there's someone else.
Someone else.
Thank your friend for coming, Elizabeth.
What?
Thank your friend for coming.
Okay, I will.
Forget her name again.
Crystal.
Crystal.
Crystal, thank you for coming. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Peter, really quickly, did you get my emails with the responses for Angela's evaluation? What? I sent you emails with responses for Angela's evaluation. Did you get those?
If I did, I missed them.
Okay, it was just last week. I can resend it if you want, but look for them. It might come from I have them on my work computer, so it'll come from my work email.
What's your work email name?
dconnolly@dundeecs.org.
I'll take a look and find out if I missed it.
Okay.
I get, 30 or 40 emails a day, so maybe I missed it.
Yeah, no, I'm a little closer to being on time this year, so.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good holiday.
There you
Angela.
go. Yeah.
And one of the documents that some of those people filled out.
Yeah.
I don't know, AUD or something like that.
Yeah.
I was just scanning through it very quickly. And I saw Sandy Pearl is listed as a member.
And I scanned too quickly.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know.
I'm going to put it on my calendar for them to fix next year because they've submitted it. So.
Okay.
Make sure.
I just happened to see it there.
2022 and 990. And I gave them the correct stuff more than once. So they got it.
That's a pretty intense document.
That's why they do it. I
agree.
couldn't stand to do that. Are correct. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put that in my calendar for next year.
Okay. And then the other thing is, I want to thank you for connecting me with Sue.
Yeah.
Because we gave her a whole bunch of books today.
Right. Yeah. She told me that you stopped in.
Yeah. So thanks for connecting. That's been a big help. All right. Well, thank you. And we'll check with you when we check with you. Have a good holiday.
You too.
Be well.
Bye.